All day we have been commemorating and in solemn and sacred recollection the sacrifice of Jesus, his life-giving, total self-giving sacrifice of self for us. In the Gospel of John, a gospel that is so rich with detail that can be plumbed into, we get a glimpse of the great significance of Jesus offering himself for us. I will share one episode from the gospel from today. Jesus before Pilate, falsely accused. He is truly the king. Pilate, who was trying to release him, but unable to because of the stubbornness of the people, finally appeals to the great tradition of the Jews to release a prisoner on the Sabbath day of Passover, calling to mind when God freed the Israelites from slavery, from captivity in Israel, that he would release a prisoner from captivity as a gesture of what God does indeed for the Jews, releasing them from captivity. So he says, here is Barabbas. And Barabbas was a horrible criminal. Would you like Barabbas or Jesus, who proclaims himself to be the Son of God? For the charge against Jesus was that he claimed himself to be God. And written into this beautiful gospel, here is the great trial of life. Jesus, who is the true Son of God, but is being rejected by the people, and Barabbas. We can miss this if we don't understand his Hebrew name. Bar in Hebrew is the word for son. Simon, son of John. Simon Bar Jonah. Simon, son of John. This is Barabbas, which literally means son of the Father. Abba, Father, Bar, Son, Barabbas. Here stands Barabbas, the Son of the Father, the wicked Son of the Father, the sinful Son of the Father, and here stands the true Son of the Father, the eternal Son of the Father, innocent in his glorious majesty, in his humility and his love. Here stands the wicked Son of the Father, who stands in the place of every sinner. Barabbas is me. Barabbas is you. Barabbas is every sinner that has walked this earth. None of us is the eternal Son of the Father. None of us is guiltless. None of us is filled with divine majesty from the beginning. And yet in the great trial, the great turn of events, in God's infinite compassion, the guilty Son of the Father walks away guiltless, free, because the true Son of the Father perishes in self-giving love for us. That is why this is Good Friday. How good it is for us to go free. And what it must have been like for Barabbas to walk down the steps of the Praetorium a free man again, to breathe the free air. Because that is exactly what you and I get to do, because Jesus was condemned on our behalf. Did Barabbas deserve to go free? Not for a minute. And neither do we until now. It is Good Friday because Jesus the true Son of the Father, by his death, has made all of us Barabbas. Thus we can all call upon Father, Abba, Father. In closing, let's take a quick look at Peter. Peter in the courtyard. Jesus on trial. Every time Jesus is asked about his identity, he says, I am. Using the divine name for himself, the name that God gave to Moses. I am who am. Are you Jesus the Nazarene? I am. Before Caiaphas, I am. And Peter, every time he is questioned about his relationship with Jesus, if you look closely at the words, he says, I am not. Every response of Peter is, I am not. Jesus boldly proclaims, I am. And the punishment of the world falls upon him. Peter proclaims, I am not, and nothing happens to him. Jesus proclaims, I am, proclaiming his relationship to the Father, and the world hates him for it, punishes him for it. And Peter says in his relationship to Christ, I am not. And he is fully embraced by the world, and nothing happens to him. And so the question stands before us as hearers of the good news. Are you or are you not a Christian? Are you or are you not a servant of God? Are you or are you not one of his followers? Are you or are you not a believer? And the way in which you and I answer that question will utterly affect the way we walk through this world. This is Good Friday. We are Barabbas, children of God, who can honestly now say with all clarity, God is my Father. Because the true Son made us so by his death. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you very, very much. And let us enjoy our freedom. And we will get to enjoy it forever and ever 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 and ever.